Oh, please
No!
survive!
No!
Please survive!
No! It's
Oh!
oh my goodness! Wow.
Oh.
Game over with that epic shot at the end. With the Panthers valiantly fighting on against all those Rangers. And man, look at the damage on that Panther from one volley of all those guys firing at him. Ouch.
Bawx, unit of the match? Venkaya, agree?
Yeah, I agree. That's definitely the coolest unit I've ever seen in my life, considering what it did. But I'm really disappointed in the Axis players right now. I think it came down to doctrine choice in a lot of this. You know, the Axis player didn't have to go defensive. I think he used what is it? I just completely blanking. The name of the artillery that you use on your own points that you have capped. Thank you. Register artillery. I mean, he used that once. He never used For the Fatherland at all, and there was a couple of skirmishes where, had he clicked that button, he would have decimated everything in his everything in front of him. It would have been over. He didn't do that. He didn't really make any bunkers, so he couldn't keep the forward momentum going. He didn't build a flak. I don't think he used the rocket artillery at all, but I mean, that's acceptable. That's okay. So I think that was a pretty bad choice on his behalf. I think he would have been better off with any other doctrine, even Blitz. I mean, you can go and go tier 2 and tier 4 if you want. At least get a couple of Tigers out, or at least get one Tiger. I think that would have really helped him, or I don't know, or Terror for that matter. I think Propaganda War. That's it. I'm gonna go with Terror. If he would have picked Terror, this would have really helped him out, considering all the infantry. He could have gone with a lot of Propaganda War. Hell, even a V1 if he felt like it. And of course, you get the King Tiger, something to watch out for. And the Panzer Elite player, like, what was he doing going Scorched Earth? Like, that wasn't the time, wasn't the place. He could have gone Luftwaffe to help counter the blobs. Hell, even Tank Hunters, like was mentioned earlier, would have been a much better doctrine choice.
Totally agree with all your statements.
Yeah, I'm
the
going to
reason
say
you went Scorched. No, you go first.
I'm going to say it now. So, the Panzer IV in the middle, at the just on the road above those commandos capping the fuel point. That is the Axis unit of the match.
Oh
Just
yeah.
look at the kill count.
I know, it has tons of kills. I was going to mention that.
My god. 18 infantry kills, 1 light vehicle, 1 tank, 5 buildings. And
It's
Interesting.
it's
You know,
Well.
the Allies never made a medical center, triage center. Bit of
That
a
is actually a
surprise.
very good point. That would have helped him a lot with squad
Yeah.
preservation, as they lost a heck of a lot of stuff on that left-hand side. I mean, just look at it.
If you look at
It's
the
like
Allied
sandbags
units, it doesn't have
everywhere.
like any units or vetted
Yeah.
units.
I mean, I'm looking at the emplacement depth that was the left-hand side. All I can see is sandbags. What do you guys think of that early Bofors on the crossroads on the left? Effective or not?
I didn't see it make much of a difference. Well, mostly it
Would
was
have been
fighting
effective.
But from what sandbox matches that me and Eclipse did, we found the Boffers was just not very effective at killing infantry. It could probably against clumps, but not against, you know, a few scattered infantry groups. I mean, Panzer Shark squads probably ripped it to pieces before it even had a chance to do anything.
Yeah, that is true.
So
And those
Well, it's when the Boffers
IEDs,
is at range that it's more powerful.
that is, it's more effective against infantry at range. Those IEDs though, well placed.
Yeah.
very well
Well
placed.
placed, well detonated.
I mean, that basically won them the game right there. Taking advantage of the fact that he was moving them in a massive blob right over them. It was just perfect. No doubt about it. Do you think that's just bad micro to completely blob your infantry like that? It's like, for me personally, and this, you know, this is just me, but I don't like controlling more than 3 guys in one control group. That's just me. I don't like to...
I would agree with that, definitely. And another point is that he saw those IEDs being placed down, yet he still charged. That's a bad decision in anyone's book, and the fact that he didn't use the retreat button when he saw them going down was even more of a bad decision. Bawx, what do you think about the IED strategies that go on?
Oh, they won in the game. As I think how Fox said earlier, that was the game. I mean, it looked pretty, kind of, sort of even. They're really taking their time, and then kudos to the British player for being able to lure that blob in. Not only was it excellent placement, but he was able to kind of bluff. I mean, what he had over there wasn't much. I think he had, well, figuratively speaking, I think he had like 2 Fireflies in the commando squad or something like that, and given what the Panzer Elite player had, it should have been an easy task to wipe it all out, and unfortunately he just got really, really cocky, and it cost him and his partner the game.
What are your views on that, the effectiveness of those Hummels, though? Not very effective, or kind of wasted?
In my opinion, they were kind of a waste, to be honest. I mean, they only did one thing, and that was to annihilate probably a few squads, but that did not make up for their manpower cost, which was like a combined 650. That's like 1,300 manpower, I'd say. I mean, 2 Hummels just for a few squads and for 2 tanks. That still doesn't make up for.
Did they even kill any squads?
Well, they
I thought
killed.
They just killed the tanks.
Well, they might have killed a few guys. I did notice that, but overall, though, the Hummel was kind of a waste, especially at that point, because it's artillery. It's mobile artillery. It's meant for when you actually have an established front line, which they never did. And it's like artillery is most effective against players that like to sit in one spot, or just luring guys into a massive barrage. But it was just the wrong unit at the wrong time. Just poor decision right there to use Hummels, in my book.
Well, I think the reason he went Scorched Earth is because you see he's got all those roadblocks over there. It's where his defensive line used to be. He had Forward HQ there. He had Panthers. He had infantry. So I guess he was hoping to Hummel their base to death from where he was. That's the only thing I can think of.
I'm actually very happy that I saw Glad HQ in a game. It's a rarity you see it in 1v1s, and it's even more of a rarity you actually ever see it, to be honest. What do you guys use on the Glad HQ's effective way of dealing with tanks with the Piet squads?
It can be kind of questionable for me because
2 Piet squads in a trench equals win.
Yes, definitely, most definitely. But I'm just saying, it's like, why get commandos? Why get commando Piets when you can just simply get sapper Piets? Probably not as expensive, but
or Firefly rather.
Yeah, exactly. And also another one of another unnecessary unit that possibly came a little too late to make a difference. We have a 105 howitzer from Captain Miller, who didn't do anything in the entire battle. He's got nothing on it.
I think he just finished it at the end.
Yeah, well, yeah, just once again, another one of those units that just came too little too late.
Indeed. I think that would pretty much wrap it up then.
Oh yeah, it's been a pleasure, Bawx. It's like you brought a real analysis to the replay today, and it was very, very well appreciated.
Well, thank you for having me. I mean, I've seen you around the Tales of Heroes forums. I've watched a couple of your replays, and I really like your work. And of course, that goes to you as well, Dr. Nick. So thank you guys for inviting me on this one. It was a blast.
Yeah, indeed, it was a blast.
Glad you could join us.
Well, that's it, everyone.
Yeah, and get back to work, Bawx.
Aye, aye.
Alright, see you later, folks.